Yo, what is up? Let me get the chat going over here. Make sure that we're live and you can hear me. Guys, I'm sweaty. It's hot in here tonight. I probably need to fix that since I can do it from my phone. All right. Congrats, Jalen. What did Jalen do? First on everything, and everybody said congrats. Look at that. All right. What is up? Hey, Lynn. How are you doing? Good to see you. Ashley, how's it going? Rohan, my boy. Jalen. Earl, good to see you. Early squad. Love it. Okay. What it do? I don't know. What are we going to do? Got a little NCAA tournament action on over here. I'm watching. A little bit. Auburn, North Carolina. You know, I got a bracket challenge. I thought I'd get more people to sign up for it, but you know, it is what it is. Where is Armando? I don't know. I don't know where Armando is. Crypto Collector just dumped Tron for IOST. I'll take it. I'll take that. That's okay. You know, I am a supporter of Tron, but, you know, I'm a node on IOST. So, you know, as long as you vote. Wait. You're going to vote for me with those votes, right? You come on over to my node. What's up, Sean? Good to see you. I don't know, Lex. UNC struggling right now, bud. Looks like Auburn. I got Auburn in the Final Four in one of my brackets. Got North Carolina in, I think, another one, but yeah, there you go. Oh, Crypto Don Juan. What is up, bud? Good to see you, man. Thank you for the super chat there. Appreciate that. Finally, after all these months, I finally got my my YouTube AdSense up. So I actually got my first payment from the ads program, which was for like 4 or 5 months. So it still wasn't very much. It was like $500. So, you know, but you know what? It was nice to get it, which was kind of cool. But now when people send those super chats, I'll be getting it the next month instead of that we're all collecting there. So Bizant released their mainnet. Pretty excited. Yeah, that's big news. Have to check out what's going on with that. Talk about that maybe in a news video for next week. Yeah, Sean, I am. Are you going? Yeah, I'm going to be there. Me, J-Chains, Beards and Bitcoins, representing. And Crypto Stash, too. All three of us are going to be there. So, yeah, I'm real excited about that. It's going to be next week. I get in on Thursday. We're doing some stuff with the team from Apollo on Thursday night. There's like some kind of party in Austin or whatever, so we're going to do that. So, yeah, it's going to be fun, man. It's going to be a good time for sure. So, I'm going to be there, like I said, Thursday through Sunday. A lot of folks are going to be there. So, including, I'm not going to say it. Yeah, I did, Carlos Puig. I did reach out. And so the person who originally won, which we'll talk about all that in a little bit, he responded to me and said he would come on my show, and then he ghosted on me. The other guy has not responded at all. But so last night I was talking to Tommy Mustache. You guys know Tommy? He's on Twitter. He's a cool dude. But we were talking last night about this whole thing, and he brought up a really good point regarding, you know, the winner. So the winner of the second winner, the winner during the live video, is he is from Vietnam. And if you guys didn't know this, in Vietnam, it's extremely expensive to ship a Tesla. That's wrong. It's extremely expensive to ship any vehicles into Vietnam. He was telling me that he had shipped, I think, a Lexus or something. Cost him $150,000 because what they do is in Vietnam they jack up the tax on the vehicles extremely high because they want people using like walking and using bikes. They want to keep cars off the road because they're so populated. You know, they make it very difficult to get vehicles. You know, even Honda Civics there are $100,000. So, you know, because of that, that's going to bring up a very interesting wrinkle in all this, you know. I would assume, like, I think the first guy is going to want the Tesla. I think probably the second guy, they might end up working something out with him where they end up, you know, giving him cash or, well, you know, crypto, probably Tron, I guess, the equivalent of what that would, you know, the cost to buy. And then you got to factor in, apparently, I think it's like a 60-day wait for anybody that buys a Tesla. If you go buy a Tesla right now, it's going to be 60 days before they can get it to you, right? Because the demand is so high, which is insane. I'm not I'm not a huge Tesla fan personally. Even not more so after all this thing happened. God, it's 75 degrees in here. Why is it so freaking hot? I knew I was sweating like a hog. So yeah, but anyway, so that's definitely something pretty interesting going on with all this. So we'll see. I mean, obviously it's not going to it's not going to happen overnight that he's going to get it, but you know, there will be a publicity stunt regarding this, I'm sure. Surely they will. So yeah, most Southeastern Asia. Yeah, I didn't know that. I thought that was very, very interesting. So what are my thoughts on IOST, and do I think it will ever reach $1 this year? No, I don't think it'll reach $1 this year. That would be nice. That would be really good. I would welcome that with open arms. But, you know, I don't think we're going to go on a massive bull run this year. I think we might get, you know, we might get up to, you know, like Bitcoin, we may hit 10,000 by the end of the year, which would be, I think, for what we've been through, I think most of us will take that, you know. But I think that if Bitcoin is able to get to $10,000 by the end of the year, I think IOST would have a good chance to get to, you know, 5 or 6 cents by the end of the year, you know, because that would be Bitcoin basically doing a 3x from where it was a couple weeks ago anyways. And, you know, altcoins seem to perform better, you know. Altcoins perform better than Bitcoin in terms of percent gains. But the problem with altcoins is you would, if you move your altcoins over at the peak, and let's say you didn't put it over to a stable coin, but let's say you moved it over to Bitcoin, that Bitcoin would hold the value much better than the altcoins. So that's why we see altcoins that have been down 97%. But, you know, we had altcoins that had much bigger gains than Bitcoin had. You know, Cardano had a 33x. You know, Bitcoin had, what it had, maybe a 10x. I think it was around 2,000. Maybe it was less than that. I can't remember where it was when it started running. But, you know, so I think IOST has a good chance. I love IOST. I love what they're doing. I love the dApps that they're developing. I've got to see more from them at this point in terms of the dApps. Tron, obviously, I use dApps on Tron. I've used several of the dApps, and they work very well. They're very good. Sorry, the guy on Auburn just probably broke his knee over here, so it's like real crazy. But anyways, you know, so I got to see more. I got to see more than just a dice roll dApp that's used on another network. Now, I believe they'll do it. I believe they're coming. And then Jimmy Zong has something, you know, kind of up his sleeve. Supposedly, he's announcing soon that's going to, you know, increase the adoption of IOST. So for all those reasons, I think it could get up to 5 or 6 cents by the end of the year. I think it can definitely break into the top 30, or maybe not top 30, but maybe, you know, in the 30s. Right now it's around 55. I think it could maybe go low 30s. Would love to see it in the 20s by the end of the year. I do think ultimately it will be a top 20 project. They got a great marketing team, and, you know, obviously you guys have seen all the videos I've done on it. So, you know, I do think it's going to do well. But yeah, so those are my thoughts on IOST and the price and stuff like that. So, Lynn enjoyed my IOST video, but Lynn, you enjoy all my videos. I enjoy watching my own videos myself. That's a little weird. Yeah, I think, yeah, there's several different places. Now, next week I'm going to be doing a video on different ways that you can vote. So right now there is the BIS exchange. There's also what's called IOST ABC, which is a decentralized way you can vote without actually having to move your wallet out of your iWallet on the Chrome extension. And then also Token Pocket is a wallet that you're able to vote through. So I sent in an application to them to get my node on there. Not all the nodes are on there, but you know, hopefully I got approved and I'll be on there soon. So if I'm not on there, if I'm not on there, then make sure you guys don't use it, because you can't vote for me. I feel like I'm back in middle school running for 8th grade vice president, which I did, and I won. Let's see. Earl, in dense cities, cars are very inefficient. Train and buses make logical choice. Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah, I think Justin did the right thing. I mean, we can let me catch up on the comments. We'll start with that. I mean, that's what everybody wants to talk about. I got some news today. I want to talk about IOST a little bit. I mean, I already talked about it if you watch my IOST videos, so not really talking about it too much. But the endless game that you saw me lose $20 on, you know, it pulled in 700 million tokens on the first day. So it's doing really well. We got Cryptopia. One of the wallets that involved in the hack moved 30.789 thousand ETH, $4.2 million. We got, I forgot what this is not, I don't know what this story is. This isn't what this was supposed to be. So, then I've got Ledger integrating with Cardano, you know, the Nano wallet. And, oh yeah, I forgot. I got to pick our winner tonight. So, and then we want to talk about Justin Sun stuff. So, written by Lee Kuhn. She canceled on my podcast. A little bitter at her. But anyways, yeah, let's see if I can pick a winner here. See, I got my March Madness bracket up. Let me just open a new window here. Okay. All right, let's pick the winner of the Ledger from last night. Let's see. Okay, now listen, here is the rule with the Ledger giveaway here. If you are international, you're going to have to pay for the shipping. That's just the way it is. Because the last time I sent a crypto wallet out, this is what happened. The last time I sent one international, it never got to the person. You know, it never got to the person. I paid for the shipping. It was very expensive. They never got it. And I ended up having to give them the money for the wallet. So we will pick the winner of this here. Let's see, videos. But if you're international, I just can't send it to. I will never send something else to Cambodia again. I'm sorry, it never got there. It was like 3 months. So let's see. Now, if you live in if you live in like a country with a good postal service, it'll probably be a lot easier. Let's see here. Let's see. Videos. All right, let's pick this winner real quick. I forgot to do this. That's not true. I won't make you pay for the shipping, but I'm just, it really bothers me what happened the last time I sent out a wallet. I sent it out, and you know, I'm not gonna say who it was or anything, but it just turned into a huge debacle. And so I really maybe should have done this a little better, so I could have controlled where it gets shipped to. So I don't know. And you know what? In America, we complain about our postal service all the time, and in reality, it's great compared to some of these other countries. So, all right, here we go. Ledger wallet. Okay, here it is. Now this is a new setup here. This is a new setup. Let's see. They changed my TubeBuddy, and now this is a different setup. I don't even know if I'll be able to pick a winner right now, guys. So used to, the way TubeBuddy worked is I just clicked on it, and it gave me the option to pick a winner. But this is not doing that. Let me go back. How do I pick a winner right here? This is really extremely strange. Maybe it's a TubeBuddy option. There we go. There it is. Okay. All right. So now to win, you have to have given me a reason why you deserve the Ledger. So here it is. Pick a winner. So if the comment is not, I deserve the Ledger because of this or whatever, then you are not the winner. So here we go. And I wanted to like just pick somebody, but you know what? I feel like that's not fair based on my opinion. So we got to do it random. Here we go. Pick a winner. Here we go. Thanks for sharing, BitBoy. Sorry, Flex Pro. You did not tell me why you want the Ledger. I wore my... Okay, Mr. Mosty should be the winner, but I'm not going to let him win because he won a Ledger with me last month. So that's what he's talking about, I think. So, all right. And let's see, I don't know. I might need to check with him on that. He did just win a Ledger. He won our Ledger last month. So I want to spread the wealth a little bit. He'll understand. I know this guy pretty well. Here we go. What do you guys think? Do you guys think that's a good enough? Do you guys think that's good enough? Is Mr. Mosty in here? I don't know. I don't feel like this is not an answer. He didn't tell me why he deserved it. He just said I need it, you know. Yeah. Keep rolling until it's me. So okay, here we go. Yeah, I know Mr. Mosty. I don't think he cares. All right, here we go. Nope. Sorry, Boombox. I don't know. What do you guys think? I don't know. No on this one. I want to find a good reason. I want one that's got a good reason, you know. Guys, this is a disaster. This is a disaster. Maybe we should just put it on. Are they coming back? They're down by 10. Maybe we should put it on. Rent is due. Let me put a ledger. Let's do this, guys. Let's do this. Let's do this instead. I don't like this random thing. I don't like it. These people didn't give good answers. I feel like I really should pick based on who's got a good answer here. So let's go to the video here. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to give you 3 choices. I already know 3 that I liked. I'm going to give you guys 3 choices. I'm going to let you guys vote on it. How about that? Let's do that. That's decentralized right there. Okay, my channel. Let's see here. Okay. Here we go. Oh, that's me. All right. So the 3 that I liked, I'm going to let you guys vote on them are, I like this one right here. Bitcoin rednecks, D-list celebrity crypto status. That's right. We can reset the vice, but I trust you. Thanks for the creativity in your channel. It makes the bear market bearable. Okay, not funny. I don't know if I deserve to win anything, but I hope to win because I don't win much in life. Crypto YouTube is the only hope and joy in my life. It's not that bad, but kind of. I like that comment. I thought that was a good one. So, Bitcoin redneck. Let me find the other one. All right. Crypto for life. I think you should hook me up with the Ledger S because they fully support Cardano, and I need to take it off Binance. Also, I have been following you for a good bit, and hey, if I've supported you for this long, you should hook Buddy up and support me with my crypto endeavors. And let's see, where was the other one? And this one right here. This is the third one, and this is international. Ya bit boy, chuck that nano over here to Ireland as I don't trust leaving my Bitcoin on dodgy exchange. Plus, I'm your #1 fan in Ireland. Later, man. Catch you in the next vid for sure. Okay, so that's going to be it, guys. So that's going to be 1, 2, and 3. So number 1 was Bitcoin Redneck here. It was basically about how he never wins anything, but he made fun of my D-list crypto celebrity status. I thought that was funny. He said he would trust me on the device because the seal is broken on it, guys. But basically it came directly to me from Ledger, so you got to trust me that I didn't put some kind of device on it or something, which you guys know I wouldn't do. That's number 1, and the number 2 is crypto for life. Talking about Cardano. That was what I wanted to talk about today. And the third one was Leonard Byrne. He lives in Ireland. He doesn't want it on dodgy exchanges. So okay, let's see. We got some 2s. 2, third one, 1, 2. All right, let's say the first one that gets 5 votes. So we got 1, 2, 3 for number 2. Well, Mike already voted. 3 for number 2. We got 1, 2, 3, 4 for number 3. Mike, get out of here. Get out of here, Mike. That is no good. Mike voting again. Matthew Robinson with 2. So, okay, it's between 2 and 3. It's whoever the next one, 2 or 3, is going to be the winner. Here we go. As long as it's not Mike Neesey voting. All right, here we go. Jalen, did you already vote? Jalen had already voted. That vote doesn't count. Alan had already voted. Javier voted. Javier, that's it right there, guys. That is it. Number 2. Number 2 is going to be the winner. Javier came in with the vote, and then Lex was right behind him. So number 2 was Crypto for Life. You are the winner here. I'm going to let him know right here. You are the winner of the Ledger. contact me. I'll put my email address up there. And then I'm going to have him verify. Okay, I'm going to have him verify it's him. So I'm going to make him respond to that comment so I can make sure URL's the same of the accounts. That's how I keep scammers from, doing it or whatever. So there we go. Okay, so Crypto for Life is the winner. The community voted. The community voted on it. I know it was kind of like, I mean, there's so many on here. Obviously, we couldn't put everyone up to vote, but I think that was probably the fair thing to do because I didn't ever say it was, I did say that it was whoever was going to have a good answer. So I won both Teslas in my own contest. I'm very lucky. He's a bot. Which one's a bot? Number 2? So, all right, I got way behind. Oh, CKJ, what's up, man? You dropped the super chat. I didn't even see it, bud. Appreciate that, man. Thank you for that for sure. Jalen, I didn't even see this. 5 foot long, do you Subway? Interesting conversation I had the other day. This is not crypto related. I thought I was the only person that did this, but I found out there's some other people that believe in this movement. Do you guys get your subs toasted at Subway? No bueno. No bueno. I do not. Basically what happened is Subway came out with this option to toast the sandwiches, and everybody was like, oh, toast the sandwiches. That sounds so cool. I think let's do that, But unfortunately, what happened is after that is everybody got hooked on the toasting and forgot the greatness of a Subway sandwich without the toast. But I'm actually on keto right now, so I can't have bread. I've lost 17 or 18 pounds. You guys tell? How long do you think I can awkwardly stare at this camera? I can do it for a while. But anyways. Let's see. Let me go back up here and check the comments. Lynn, I saw that, Lynn, earlier where you said I shouldn't have gone all in. I did it, guys. I just wanted to make it happen, on that dice game. I lost $20. What's up, Armando? Good to see you, bud. We got Michael in the house. One of our resident Tron haters. We have a few of them. Michael, will you explain to me, without using the buzzwords of Ethereum white paper or Justin Sun, explain to me why Tron is crap? I've done this a couple times today. No one gives me an answer. I would like to know technically why you believe Tron is hyped up crap. I use it. I use the dApps. I use them, so I know that it works very well, actually. So I would like for someone who hates Tron to explain to me from a technical perspective or, a business perspective without saying Ethereum white paper or Justin Sun, explain to me why you don't like Tron. Like, if I took Tron and Justin Sun died tomorrow and we put, Vitalik Buterin became the CEO of Tron, which, it's a crazy, not really going to happen scenario, would that change things for you? That's my question. And you know what? People say this. People throw that word scam around a lot. And I made this tweet today, a response to somebody. The word scam in crypto obviously has a lot of negative connotations. And, one of those things is BitConnect, right? BitConnect was a straight up scam. I got people making comments to me like, oh, people said BitConnect was a scam and nobody got out of it and it was definitely a scam. Well, yeah, BitConnect was actually a purposeful attempt to take money from people and pull it together to make money the plan was to never return the money to those people. Like eventually it was going to pop and they knew that. That's a Ponzi scheme. Tron, when people say Tron is a scam, this is what they mean. I don't think that Tron can scale. That's what it means. We know it's not a scam in terms of they've built a platform. It's usable. Developers are building on it every single day. Users are using the dApps every day. So it's functioning. It's working. We have a product. We have a product in some form. That's not even taking into consideration the BitTorrent stuff at all. Like leaving that all aside, what is the technical reason that you think that Tron is a scam? Well, people would say, they say their transactions are higher than they actually are, their transaction per second, and the total numbers that they hope to achieve down the road aren't really possible with the way Tron is set up. If you want to tell me that, I'll listen to you. And you know what? I'm not a developer. I'm not a coder. I can't actually sit here and have a conversation with you and explain to you from a technical perspective why or why not that couldn't happen. I don't know. That's the claim that almost every blockchain project makes, you know? So from that perspective, you know, nobody's going to be, or, you know, I can't refute it on that point, but that's the only thing that people can really say. So we'll just have to see. I mean, it's definitely personal. Once again, the coding is copied. That doesn't matter at all. Once again, that's the same thing as saying the Ethereum. I said that's a buzzword. You can't say that. It's also known that bots are responsible for the transactions on these crappy dApps. Yeah, because people are, like on TronBet, people are setting up bots to be able to mine the ante, right? I mean, that's a pretty smart thing to do, to try to mine all the ante, and it's happening on some of the other dApps. I mean, that's just like on Craigslist, I have an auto poster. I post ads on Craigslist for my ticket business, and I have an auto poster. It just does it for me instead of having to manually actually hit the buttons. So, you know, once again, like, you can talk about Justin Sun's followers, you can talk about not liking him, but at the end of the day, what are the technical reasons why you don't like it? You haven't given me one. You've said, oh, the coding they borrowed open source coding from other projects and they're implementing it better, but they borrowed it, so that makes it irrelevant, you know? Oh, I agree. I've said this many times. I don't like that happened. I don't like that this white paper is an issue. I wish to God that this was not the case. I don't like to defend that. You know, I can't defend it on some level. From a financial perspective, though, in an investment perspective, if Tron is able to implement the code better than those other projects, if their platform gets more users, attracts more dApps, then none of that matters. That matters zero. That does not matter at all. And people are going to make that claim all the way to the death of Ethereum. That, oh, Tron stole the code, all the way until it collapses and doesn't work. You know, or all the developers are leaving and moving over to Tron because of the freedom of the bandwidth as compared to the gas. Because that's what developers say, is that the gas on Ethereum is restrictive. It affects the way that you're able to develop and to code on the system, and Tron has freedom with it that Ethereum doesn't have. So, you know, I just, they couldn't write the coding, but they are implementing it better. They are. It's happening now. It's happening now. The dApps have way more users than Ethereum. Ethereum's got like no dApps that are working. Almost all of the Ethereum volume on dApps, period, came from CryptoKitties. From one dApp, it did almost all of their volume. So yeah, they can implement it better. And you know what? I think at the end of the day, you know, none of that's going to matter. I mean, if you guys were in some of these Tron dApp communities like I am, then you'll see that people are using it and it is working. And all of these things that people say about the beginning of the project, about Justin Sun personally, none of that is going to ultimately affect the project. I'm sorry, it's not. It's not. That's why if someone is having an argument with me on this, I don't allow them to bring that up because it's irrelevant. It's totally irrelevant to what is going on right now in the project, the development that is going on, the dApps that are going on. And you know what? In some ways, it was kind of smart for them to, you know, at least use Solidity because they're able to pull all the Ethereum developers over very easily because Ethereum was the most developed, you know, had the most developers on it. So, yeah, and Jalen brings up this point about CryptoKitties. With CryptoKitties, it crippled the network. It crippled Ethereum. CryptoKitties, at the peak of the bull run, absolutely destroyed Ethereum's network while it was going on because it could not handle it, because it could not scale. Until we see Tron bump up against something like that, which it may, you know, we don't have those same questions. You know, we don't know. We don't have the proof in the pudding, if you will, like with Ethereum. With Ethereum, we know what would happen. We know what happened before. They're having to implement a totally different system of, you know, data sharing with sharding, and they're looking at moving over to proof of stake, or they are at some point, the Casper update and all these things. They've had to do this because they know their system couldn't scale. Until Tron runs into a problem like that, then, you know, we don't have those same questions like we have with Ethereum. We know Ethereum can't do it. So, Once again, we're talking about the marketing of the project. We're not talking about the project itself, you know? No, I don't. What do you mean validated? What do you mean where are they validated? Yeah, I know. It was this Tesla situation. We'll move on to talk about that right now. I mean, this situation was very bad. Last night I was so bothered by this, like I couldn't even sleep. Like I sent Justin Sun a message. I don't know if he read it or not. I sent him a message. I emailed the Tron Foundation. I found the Tron Foundation on Facebook. I sent messages everywhere I could send because I was very upset about this. And it's not a good look. And I begged them to do the right thing. The right thing was to give both of the winners of the contest a Tesla. And I'll tell you something that really is hilarious to me. And this drives me crazy. The group thing, the regurgitation of information that you hear that you don't actually know. Like you just see someone say something's a scam, so you repeat it. That's what happens on crypto Twitter and all across the space. We know that, okay? And so with this situation, the group think, it drove me insane watching the first night when Justin Sun did the video saying that the original winner was fake. He was fake. He wasn't real. They attacked him. They attacked the way that he responded. They said that he was a bot. They said that, you know, he if he was a real person, he was he was basically controlled by Tron. The word that somebody used is escaping me. But, you know, that was what everybody said the first night. People were making videos about it. This is rigged. This is a scam. This isn't a real winner. He's not really giving a Tesla, yada, yada, yada. Those same people, the very next day, that were all up in arms about that, all of a sudden now, Justin Sun redraws the contest, picks a new winner, and picks it live because of the debacle that had happened the night before. And when he does that, now all of a sudden, oh no, the original winner is real. No, he was definitely real the whole time. You got to give him a Tesla. So fine. So Justin Sun says, okay, I'll fly you out to Nitron and I'll give you, you know, free tickets to Nitron, whatever, which I agree was not enough. That was a bad move. But he does it and he gives away 2 Teslas. Okay. Now we've already talked about it in the beginning of the video. Maybe the guy in Vietnam may not actually ever get the Tesla because it may not be economical for anyone. In that case, I'm sure they would give him Tron or, you know, whatever, Bitcoin, cash, whatever. But that withstanding, they're giving away 2 Teslas. They couldn't handle the publicity hit that was going to do. And I knew that. And that's why last night I was messaging him like, this is going to be bad. I couldn't, if they didn't fix this, if they didn't do the right thing and give it to the original winner and to the winner from yesterday, I was going to have to back off. I wasn't going to be able to really defend. Now, I wasn't going to leave my bags or what I believe about Tron, you know, in terms of the platform. But, you know, I was going to actually have to stop talking publicly about it, you know, because that would have been a bad mistake. And thankfully today, Justin Sun did do the right thing. They did the right thing. And they, you know, they're giving the original guy the winner too. But what I saw is on the first giveaway, the guy was fake. Everybody knew he was fake. Look at the way he reacted. Oh, no real person would be emotional like that. Well, we saw him get emotional earlier today and last night when he was, you know, all up in arms and calling Tron a scam because they're taking away his Tesla, right? Second day, no, he is real. He's the one that deserves it. Then that's the sentiment. Then Justin Sun fixes it, and now, you know, the sentiment is, oh, well, you know what? It was a publicity. All of this was orchestrated by Tron for publicity. Let me tell you, if you think that, you're an idiot. I'm just going to tell you. I don't say stuff like that often, but if you think the publicity hit that Tron took on this, because in some small way at the end of this, Justin Sun ended up fixing it and doing the right thing that he should have done the first time. If you think that was a publicity stunt, you are a straight up idiot. The damage done from this to Tron is huge. The damage done over the last 3 days to Tron, to Justin Sun, to anyone who talks about this project and promotes this project and supports this project, damage was done. And this is not something that I took lightly. And if you think that was a publicity stunt, then you are way wrong, my friend. The damage that was done I'm not going to say it's irreparable, but in terms of the reputation of Justin Sun and to confirming what many people already believe about him, that's now signed, sealed, and delivered. There's not changing their mind on any of this. So that's my thoughts on it. I'm definitely glad that it got straightened out because it was the right thing to do for the winner. If that guy would have ended up getting shafted, that would have been absolutely a travesty. So I'm glad it got fixed. And we can kind of all move on from it. But this is not going to be forgotten. People are going to be making memes about this in a year. I hope you guys understand. You guys see how many memes were made today about the situation? It is a bad situation up and down. And I just really wish that this is my call to Tron. This is my call to Tron, and this is my call to any large crypto projects, Walton Chain included. Because if you know Walton Chain, they had a huge debacle also with a giveaway that actually was, one of the winners was someone on their team, okay? So use a third-party giveaway service. That's all you have to do. There are large, giveaway services out there. People use them for golf tournaments and all kinds of other stuff. There are companies dedicated to helping you do giveaways, and then it takes your responsibility out of it. I recently on Twitter talked about McDonald's. If you don't know about this story here, I will pull it up. McDonald's monopolies. I've talked about this on the channel before, actually. So how ex-cop Jerome, how an ex-cop rigged. God, come on with the click. Anyways. Monopoly game and stole millions. So basically, Jerome Jacobson and his network of mobsters, psychics, strip club owners, and drug traffickers won almost every prize for 12 years until the FBI launched an operation. So what he would do is there was somebody that was with him all the time when he had the winning pieces. And so what he would do is he would go to the airport and he would have people come and meet him at that airport. The only time that he wasn't watched was when he would go into the bathroom at the airport. So he would go into the bathroom, pull a little switcheroo, and pass the pieces off, right? So here's the thing, guys. McDonald's, by doing this, they removed their responsibility in this. So yes, the Monopoly game was rigged. And yes, McDonald's did the right thing, even though it was rigged. And they actually awarded, I think it was $10 million prizes to 10 random people that were McDonald's customers over like a short period of time to make up for this, right? But the fact is, McDonald's hired a third party to do this, and now the responsibility is off of them. It was that company, and it was that comp that was dirty, but nobody internally in McDonald's was involved in that terrible scandal that most people don't even know happened. I know I certainly played the Monopoly game at McDonald's and things like that. But, so that is what these crypto projects need to do when they're doing these huge giveaways. This was a total debacle from start to finish, and it just didn't have to be that way. It could have been much simpler. Never in my wildest dreams do I think that this contest was rigged. Never do I think that. Do I think, as I stated on my video last night, that Justin Sun sat down to pick the winner and started getting frustrated, and all of the bots and all of the accounts that were obvious ones that people just created to try to get 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 entries into the contest? Yeah, I understand that. And I've done that before when I'm doing giveaways. You want to give something away and you realize that it's a bot, or it's, somebody who won't appreciate it, or people trying to game the system. You don't want to reward those people, and that's what was going on. Can I believe the lack of awareness of Justin Sun to put out an edited video in which he picked the winner? I can't believe he did that. That was a very, very, very poor decision. However, do I understand that he wanted to pick a legitimate winner? Someone who would appreciate it and that wasn't trying to scam and game the system? Yeah, I can understand that. The big mistake was definitely putting it on video edited. Like, that's so crazy, I can't believe that he did that. That was definitely a huge, huge, huge mistake. And like I said, I think we'll be hearing about this for a long time. I had people reaching out to me saying how, calling me a scammer. No, let me rephrase. Nobody actually literally called me a scammer. But I had several people questioning me because I support Tron. And that's when I try to explain to them, I support the platform, I support the dApps, I support the community, I support the dApp communities. I'm in the TronBet Telegram, for instance. I love that community. It's a super great, super awesome community. That's why I'm in Tron. I'm not in Tron because I think that Justin Sun is the end all be all of everything. Like, I don't think that. Do I think he's a good marketer? Yeah, which once again, ironically, he fouled this one up so bad. But, to me, the being in Tron is not about any of that stuff. It's not about a fake partnership. It's not about Tron announcing that they have a partnership with Baidu or whoever it might be, and then all of a sudden reneging on it, and Baidu coming out and saying, or Baidu, it's just Baidu coming out and saying, well, yeah, they're buying, web services from us or data storage from us, but we don't have a true partnership. Like, yeah, that reflects badly on Justin Sun for saying that. And I think it's a kind of situation where those types of things are actually a negative to the project. They're a negative. Like, the hype that it builds up from announcing things like that aren't actually true in their purest form, like, that stuff's not good. All that stuff withstanding, that has nothing to do with why I like Tron. I like the companies that Tron buys. Tron recently bought CoinPlay, which is I believe it is a blockchain app store, basically. I don't know if it's a blockchain dApp store. I think it's a blockchain app store. But anyways, regardless, I like that. I think that's a good purchase. Obviously, BitTorrent is a huge purchase. You can, and here's another one of these narratives that people say. BitTorrent, oh my gosh, BitTorrent is just a worthless token that people, are going to use to download illegal content that they were already downloading. They don't need the token, yada, 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 blah, blah, blah. Like, that's the narrative, right? But that's not the case. What Tron is doing with BeLive, the live streaming service, or the streaming service they have coming out, and in terms of they're going to have like data storage businesses, kind of like storage, they're going to be used with file sharding, which is going to be sped up by the token itself. Like, there's things outside of that it is doing. It's not just downloading illegal torrents. That's not what it is, but that's the narrative. That's what people say. And I encourage everybody to be a little smarter. Look under the hood on these things. When you hear people say these narratives all the time, not just about Tron, about whatever it is. Whatever it is, Like, for instance, here's one with EOS. I've said many times, I don't want to be part of it because I feel like Dan Larimer is going to leave that project. I think he is setting it up to fail. He is the face of that. People say, oh, well, we don't really need him. Like, it'll work on its own. But look at Steam after he left. It definitely went downhill after he left. And, he was not happy with the way that it developed either after he left. So I say this, but you know what? Do research. Say, oh, I hear people talking all the time about Dan Larimer leaving. Go look it up. Go check it out. Go see his track record. And maybe I'm wrong. Maybe you say, BitBoy, he left one place, one time. Okay, maybe I was wrong. Maybe I'm jumping to conclusions. I think you'll go and check out. It's more than that. But that's just an example. When you hear these narratives, don't just take them for face value. Go look into them. See what they're about. When we talk about Ethereum scaling, don't just go say, oh, well, BitBoy says Ethereum can't scale. Go look it up. Go look at the information. Go read all the stuff. And at that point, now you have an educated opinion, and you can have conversations with people about things, involving cryptocurrency and crypto projects. And you can stand on your own 2 feet and know that you understand these things. And it's not something you're just repeating because you heard it somewhere. And that's the thing that drives me crazy in the crypto community. So, let's see. Let's see here. Yeah, that was a long rant I just went on. Here's all Michael's questions here. Does it have a single major company interested in building on it? Crappy dApps count for exactly 0. He's lied about every partnership. That's not true. Tron has legitimate partners. He has a partnership with Tether. which isn't saying much, but that's just the first one that came to my mind. Let's see. Why does data storage need blockchain? I don't know. Go ask the 100. Why does data storage need blockchain? Because to have decentralized storage so that everyone can't access your data at one time. Like that's what happens at Google. Your stuff's on the cloud. Guess what? Google can get into it and they can look at all your data. That's the truth. With decentralized storage and file storage on the blockchain, it's decentralized in a way to where a lot like torrenting, the way that it works is you pull all the individual file pieces from other, different sources, and it's pulled together at one time. That's kind of how the Brave browser works, right? They store data on you, but it's stored in a decentralized way based on your habits and ads that you look at and things like that. So nobody has access to it. So even though like your individual browser is storing to learn your habits, no one has access to that data. So that is why. So yeah, Michael, you just got to get out of here with that. I mean, you keep saying all of this stuff, and once again, like all the things that you're saying applies to all of crypto. Why does this need a blockchain? Why do we need file storage on the blockchain? Like, oh, Justin hasn't done anything. Look at it. Look at the track record of Tron. Look at where it's at on CoinMarketCap. Look at where it's at in terms of popularity. Look at how many people have invested in it and believe in what's doing. Look at all the users on the dApp. Go find the dApp communities and go look at them and see, and you'll find they're robust. Go find me dApp communities on any other project that have that. Go find it. Go find it and send it. I would love to see it. You send me all that stuff and we can start talking. But this generic, once again, like he lies about partnerships and the white paper and blah 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 blah. I mean, none of that stuff is good. Like none of that breaks down to me why Tron is not a good project. All of these things that you bring up in terms of do we need file downloading on the blockchain? That applies to every single project. All that stuff applies to Ethereum as well. If you don't believe in that, then why are you even here? That's my thing. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I mean, Crypto Numbnut says it right here. A lot of people don't like to do research. And that is a fact. People don't like to do research. They want to do. What my famous watch 5 YouTubers and invest strategy, right? Watch 5 YouTubers, see what they say is good and invest. So, all right, guys, that was a lot talking about that thing. But, it was a bad situation, like I said. Negative publicity can increase sales when a product or company is relatively unknown simply because it stimulates product awareness. That's true, but pretty much everybody who's still left in crypto understands. Pretty much everybody that is in crypto understands what Tron is. So, can any Tron holders say how many node validators Tron has? Probably not. How many EOS holders you think can do it? People don't care about this, about the super deep technical stuff, the node validators. A lot of people don't care about that stuff. I mean, that's the fact. So someone proving that they know how many node validators are on Tron isn't gonna really prove their support of a project, So I know, Michael, you know so much. 21 EOS node validators. There you go. You know all of it. So obviously, this is something that you've researched. I think you probably just pulled it up on Google about 2 minutes ago is probably what I think. But, all right, so we got Cardano on Ledger, so this is pretty big news. We'll move on. Ledger integrates Cardano with Nano Wallet, so that one that I'll be sending out to the winner of our contest. He'll be able to add Cardano to the Ledger. So that's pretty big news. I think this was something that definitely held back Cardano. What do you guys think about Cardano, man? That thing sure has been pumping, and it's pumping again today. Cardano, let's see. Yeah, up another 5.5%. Golly, it has been killing it. If we go back and look at let's just look at the 1 month chart on that. Wow. That is a really nice move there. So from March 4th, it was sitting at 4 cents. Where is it at now? So is that about a 7.2, like 77, 78% gain? You know, that's really, that's good. That's a good gain. I thought it was a little more. I'm surprised at that, honestly. I guess it had that one big dip in there, but you know, I think that I think that Cardano is one that's going to do well, but once again, I think they're kind of thriving on some free publicity they've had recently due to this situation. You know, due to the ledger support everybody's been waiting on, because you know the Daedalus wallet is super annoying to use. It's only on desktop, and it takes forever to sync up the blocks when you first open it up and different stuff like that. And you know, it's not the best wallet out there in my opinion. So the fact that now we have the fact that now we have ledger support for this in a way for people to store it off of their computers, I mean, it's absolutely huge. You don't want anything stored on your computer, you know? A strategy that I know that people like to use is have a burner computer and a burner phone. Because, you know, you don't want something that you're actively using to be able to get access by somebody else, you know? I mean, it could be stolen. It could be hacked. You know, somebody could hack into your network, whatever the case may be. I even get nervous about being on Wi-Fi, you know, with anything in crypto, because that's super nerve-wracking, you know? I mean, somebody could be sitting outside my house with a van and a freaking, you can see them right now. You know, they got some goggles and one of those little satellite things, you know, not satellite. I don't know what you call that, but you know, an audio thing where they're trying to pick up what I'm saying and they're hacking into my computer. Like I have nightmares about that kind of stuff, you know? So the fact that now they finally have, you know, a way for you to store that off of, you know, in cold storage, I think that's really big. I think that's going to cause Cardano to continue to pump. Here's what I think is going to happen with Cardano. Now, if we continue to move in an upward direction, with altcoins, right, where the altcoins keep pumping, then, you know, Cardano will be able to keep running, and then pretty much everything is going to run with it. They're going to take turns, though, not at the same time. However, if we have any kind of like pullback on the alt market, and what do I mean by that? I mean, if this Bitcoin dominance number starts getting back up to 55 or 50.7%, 50.8%, starts getting back up to 51%, then we'll probably see a lot of these alts pull back. And we probably won't have the kind of insane pumps that we've had lately, because that's really what's happening is people are seeing opportunities in a lot of these altcoins, and they're moving over there and hoping to kind of get some of these pumps, you know, because they're anticipating that their coin or one they like is going to pump, and they're waiting for that. You know, like Litecoin has done it several times, Cardano's done it, and they're kind of jumping into those to kind of get those short-term gains. If that stops, we'll see the same thing happen with Cardano that we saw happen with Tron, that I think we are probably also going to see with Stellar, is that they have these huge pumps and then they kind of return to the mean. So Cardano has been pumping just, you know, absolutely out of control lately. And I don't think Cardano will cross 2 billion. I don't think it will get there in terms of market cap. Right now, you can see it saying it, you know, 1.85. I don't think it'll be 2. That seems to be kind of the, you know, level of resistance there in terms of the market cap. Like any project that's above 2 kind of separates itself. So we'll just have to see if it can do it. But, you know, the chart looks scary right now if you look at it. You know, all those gains that many days in a row. I mean, you can't find a chart, you know, that looks similar to that that's almost all the way up. Let's see here. I mean, basic attention token. I mean, look at that chart. That's a nice looking chart right there. Also been pumping as of late. So I don't know. I do think it'll continue to do well. I think this ledger support is a big deal for it. But, you know, we'll just have to see where it goes. And let's see. We had some other story. What was there was a 5th story that I had, and then the link that I clicked wasn't actually what it was. So, but anyways, guys, I guess that's probably going to wrap it up. Michael is, Calvin Ayres, that was it. How did you know that? How did you know that? How did you know that? Are you psychic? Oh, because it was in the title. It was in the title. That's why. Yeah. So, Calvin Ayres, thank you, Jalen. That's why you're such a good admin. So let's go look here. Calvin Ayres Twitter. Let's go look. This guy is freaking nuts, dude. I'm probably on the list of getting sued because I made a little Dumb and Dumber meme about him, and Craig Wright. Let's see if I can find it. Here it is. Okay. This is about Craig Wright. Craig has started filing lawsuit, which can you add an S? Or A, I mean, add an A at the beginning, filing a lawsuit, against those falsely denying he is Satoshi. They can all have a day in court to try to prove their fake case, but the judge will rule that Craig invented Bitcoin because he did, and he can prove it. He retweeted himself. Yup, Dr. Craig Wright is Satoshi Nakamoto, and BSV is the only real Bitcoin. All others are attacking crypto to sell their dysfunctional snake oil products. Craig has proven this to me directly in a number of ways. Now, I won't prove it to anybody else, but we're supposed to trust Calvin Ayres. And when I saw this, that he says that he's filing, how can you possibly file a lawsuit against those falsely denying that he is Satoshi, someone that he can't prove that he is? Even if he had some of those wallets from the beginning that we talked about last Sunday, that is not verifiable proof, because we know that those wallets are only linked to a machine. They're not linked to a person. We don't know for sure specifically any of those addresses that were his for 100%. Now, we assume the Genesis address, we assume a lot of stuff, but we don't know for sure. So if we don't know for sure, as much research as we've all done into this, how in the world could in a court of law, based on what we have now, him prove this? And even if he was able to prove it, which is a fantasy land situation because we all know that he's not, how could you hold people on Twitter or who write articles accountable for something that was never proven until that one day in the court of law when it was proven? That doesn't make any sense. So this guy's off his rocker. He's absolutely nuts. Craig Wright is continuing to just pick fights with people. I'm really interested on why Craig Wright left Twitter. We know that he did leave, and he hasn't really said much about it. He hasn't said, he hasn't made any statements about why he did it. But I would suspect that he's got something up his sleeve. Don't know for 100% sure what it is, but it's probably going to be something kind of out of left field, because that's just the kind of guy that he is. So, yeah, that was what I wanted to talk about there. He's an old brute, 33, wearing old Not going to read that out loud. No S at the end of the name. Yeah, Calvin Ayre. Was I saying Ayres? Whatever it is, Calvin Ayre. Yeah. Scary to think Craig Wright talking to his lawyer on trying to file patents on blockchain. Yeah, and I know, guys, tonight I got really off on that sidetrack about Tron. I just really want to really clear up, my thoughts on the situation to let you guys know I'm not good with what happened and how it happened. I am good with the end result of it. At least the end result was taken care of. I don't believe it was ever fake. I think it was just it was poor execution. What's up, Outdoors Inspire? We're about to leave, bud. PSV is amazing. I'll make no comments on that. I don't know. I don't know. I don't really get down with forks in the beginning. So I don't know BSV or Bitcoin Cash. I'm not too big on either one. So don't forget to give Crypto Stash a shout out. Yeah, Crypto Stash is giving away a Tesla. Go check it out. It's a toy Tesla. I don't want to get your hopes up. But anyways, he's got a lot of people who've entered, which is pretty funny. But anyways, guys, I felt like it was important, due to all of this stuff that has gone on over the last few days, for me to state my feelings, for me to state my opinion, for me to state my convictions on why I still believe that as a project and as a platform, Tron is as good or better as any out there. I do believe that's going to come to fruition. I think in 4 to 5 years, the stigma is going to be totally gone, and we're not going to look at, at Tron and Justin Sun as one entity, which unfortunately people do. But I thought that was important. So I know we talked about it a lot, and we had that debate about you know, me and Michael had that debate on the technicals of Tron and different things like that. We didn't get too technical, but trying to, you know, that's the best way for me to say that. But so I didn't get everybody's comments tonight. Usually when we do a Bit Squad crypto chat, I'm able to hit every single comment. And tonight that wasn't able to happen. So, you know, I do, thank you, Jalen. I do appreciate everybody being on tonight. I appreciate the super chats. And we'll do another one of these next week. I'm sure well, actually the next one that we do is going to be probably, I might do a live stream from Texas. So for you guys that don't know, I'm going to Bitcoin Ben's meetup April 5th through the 7th. It's on the 6th. I'm leaving. I'm actually going to be gone the 4th through the 7th. So won't have any videos next weekend. I'll be gone next weekend. We'll be doing a Beers and Bitcoins podcast. My boy Jay Chains will be there. So you guys make sure. All right, see you, Rohan. Love you, bud. Love you, Lynn. So you guys, you know, be on the lookout for that. And then the next week, I'm going on vacation. So I'm going on a vacation with my family. It will be from Thursday to Monday. And I promised my family no podcasts and no videos. So no videos and no podcasts. So next 2 weeks we won't have the regular amount of content and stuff like that. Make sure to get my IOST video and stuff like that. But you guys just, you know, be alert about that. I won't be leaving YouTube. I'll just be gone a few days. So, all right, guys, that's it for me. Thank you, everybody, for being on the stream tonight. We will talk to you guys later. BitBoy out.